What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today we're going to talk to you about Polestar. I want to go over some of the latest updates, what's the current data point saying, and go over everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So the market just opened roughly about 10 minutes ago. It is up 2.99%. So piggybacking off of the broader market's optimism. And that is because of Powell, CPI, PPI did come out today a little bit hotter than anticipated. But regardless, you do see the fear and greed index right now recovering fairly well, so it is at 55. So people's appetite for risk has been increasing. When it comes to Polestar, they did announce this. So this is what I've been saying over the last several videos about a delisting notice, but they did and was granted up until January 2nd, 2025 to regain compliance. So all it has to be is at least 10 days, so that's between 10 to 20 consecutive trading days above $1 to rectify this. So most likely, given everything, Polestar will be able to naturally do that without doing a reverse stock split, but still something to just keep in mind. Aside from that though, probably bigger news is the concept BTS that they did put out at the Goodwood Festival yesterday, and it looks kick-ass. So kind of a couple of videos right here and just pictures. This is some amazing stuff. That's one beautiful ass vehicle. I don't believe that there's any stats or anything, even on Polestar's website. They did post it, different variations, but yeah, I don't think they actually have the stats or anything related to that. But still, needless to say, it goes to show that Polestar is innovating, and that's actually one thing. I've been covering Polestar for about 2 years, and the price action has sucked. I gotta say that. It's been absolutely horrible, but that is because of institutions just not really paying attention to Polestar. And same goes for today. There's been no transaction so far above $100,000 on the secondary market. So last one being on the 9th, and that was for $175,000. So Wall Street just honestly just overlooks Polestar despite the discount status that I do bring up, and I will bring up in a second. But that's the only thing that's really caused Polestar stock price to go down. Operationally, they've been really stepping up their game over this last little bit. So this is why I've always been very confused on why Wall Street just doesn't like it. Of course, it could be extended to 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧, most likely, at least. So that's, again, it's just a very unfortunate scenario. This is literally one of the best and perfect examples of long-term mentality. You know that the stock is broken, so the actual stock price doesn't always correlate with what happens operationally. So it's not a broken company, it's just a broken stock. And I feel like a lot of people just do not understand that. And so yeah, Polestar is a very good example of a long-term mentality. A lot of my videos, they come off as negative sometimes because I kind of cover exactly what is happening at this moment. So if the data is negative, then that is what the video is going to be resembled as. So something just to keep in mind. Like I said, Wall Street somehow still overlooks Polestar despite the discounted status. So the PS ratio for right now is 0.9 and the future is 0.4. The future, like Wall Street is for the most part factoring in Polestar is going to be bankrupt. That might be somewhat of an overreaction, but just to give you an overview of, let's say, Lucid. So Lucid's on a nice run right now, but if we look at the multiples, 12.7 versus 9.3 for the future. So in essence, Lucid is the 14 times greater or something like that than Polestar. So Polestar's price should be at around $15 in comparison using the same multiple as Lucid. And then just to give you an overview of, for instance, good old Tesla. So pulling up Tesla right here, the multiple. So that one is right, if it'll load. Okay, so 8.1. So it kind of goes to show, even in comparison to Tesla, like Polestar is just night and day difference. So yeah, I think right now Polestar is stuck in limbo. Given everything, most likely it will continue to kind of just underperform the broader market. But once again, bigger picture, this is where you should really do fairly well. Again, they're really innovating a lot of their business, and this is a very good representation of that. Moving on though, so right now shorts are increasing 136,000 shares, 33.73 million shares overall are being shorted, utilization 87.18, and then short score is 77.6%. So Polestar, in my opinion, isn't necessarily a squeeze play. Only because it frequently misses the catalyst, and in order for a squeeze to happen at the same time, you would need a rush of capital to come in because of that catalyst, and Wall Street just doesn't really ever do that with Polestar. So in my opinion, it's just stuck in limbo. It's just a very unfortunate stock right now. Looking on the options, very little dollar value, but then again, like I said, the market's been only open about 15 minutes. Just to give you an overview of yesterday, 19,000 in calls, 30,000 in puts, so very low dollar value. And right now it doesn't show the sentiment because there's not really much going on. Looking at the open interest though, so for July the 19th, so that is the monthly or the next monthly chain that does expire, there is a strong consensus for it to be above $1. So something to kind of just keep in mind. And then there is a strong consensus for it to be above $1.50 by the August 16th expiry. So something again just to be aware of. Right now with it at 96 cents and change, it is trading between this R2 and this R3. So 92 cents is going to be the strong support, and then $1.01 is going to be that next strong resistance / target. So yeah, I think Polestar will be able to rectify that $1 bid price deficiency by itself without doing a reverse stock split, assuming everything in the broader market does continue the status quo, which based on so far, it looks like at least this week it's going to be closing very, very strong. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Give yourself a shout out if you have been buying, if you've been selling, what have you been doing with Polestar? And one final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. This is a kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.